Hi guys, this is Turk from ScubaWithTurk.com. I am here with my first of many gear reviews to come. Today is the, as you can see, Deep 6 Expedition dive gear. This is the Deep 6 Eddy fin. If you want some more information on the actual making of this fin and what it's made of, you can go to deep6gear.com. That's deep, the number 6gear.com. It'll be down here somewhere on the screen. This is the Eddy fin. I actually started back in Huntington Beach, California with the Atomic Aquatics split fin. Atomic Aquatics was started in Huntington Beach, so it's very fair that a lot of the shops there have Atomic. The split fin was recommended to me. Through my experience with the split fin, I realized it wasn't going to work for my diving career as I was starting out. I knew what I kind of wanted to do. So I needed something that was going to give me a little bit more power, a little bit more finesse. And because my eventual goal is I'd like to do some wreck explorations and possibly become a tech wreck instructor. So I needed something that was going to give me that power, that finesse, and the ability to backfin and things like that. So for the pros of this fin, first of all, the ease of ordering this fin is the website's easy to use, and the communication you're going to have with Chris, who owns Deep 6, is absolutely amazing. I wanted to find out what exact size I needed because I couldn't try these on. Clearly I wasn't able to go into a store, put this thing on and see how it fit. So I spoke with Chris about it. He asked me my shoe size and then what kind of boot I was wearing. So as you can see, I have a hard sole boot here, which is going to make your foot a little bit bigger than the normal all neoprene booties. So Chris recommended me the extra large fin, which you can see here. I've got the extra large Deep 6 fin. So the first pro of this fin is actually the comfort of it. They tout the comfort online, but as most of you know, when you read things online, you can't always believe it. You can believe this, 100%. This thing fits like Cinderella's slipper. It's absolutely the most comfortable thing I've ever had on my feet. If I could wear these as shoes, I probably would. And that's typically because of this foot pocket. Most fins that you see, the foot pocket doesn't even look like a foot. It kind of looks like they had a mannequin foot in there when they designed the foot pocket. This thing is designed for the human foot. So when you put it on, and we'll look at this, this is another popular fin on the market. You can see this foot pocket here, more of a square foot pocket. I don't have a square foot. I don't know about you, but I sure don't. And you can see this foot pocket here, more rounded off, actually made to fit the human foot, which is why these things are so comfortable. And that comfort obviously leads to another pro on this, which is going to be the power that you get out of it. So when you put this fin on and you're using, say, the frog kick, which is one of the reasons I wanted to purchase this, because my Atomic split fins I was unable to frog kick in. I tried, was just not happening for me. So this fin, you put this on, and when you frog kick, it's the length of the fin. It's not a really long fin per se as compared to some of the other fins in the market. It has a little bit of flexibility here at the foot, but it's nice and stiff here in the center of the fin, which is where I'm getting a lot of my power from the frog kick from. Absolutely perfect for that in my opinion. And then we go on to the weight of the fin. The weight itself, I believe these weigh, for a pair of the extra large, just shy of 5 pounds. So they make a great fin if you're going to travel. And it's also, because they're not that heavy, you can take these with you. You don't have to worry about going to a dive shop somewhere, say if you're going to Cozumel or something like that, and having to borrow or rent fins from them, which may not be exactly what you're looking for. You take these fins with you, you got something solid on you that you can rely on. One of the great things I found about this fin is the steel spring strap. Now, my Atomic split fins, when I purchased those, they did not come with a spring steel strap. You had to purchase that separately, which is an added cost. All in all, I think that cost came around $279 for the Atomic split fin with the spring steel strap. This thing here, as you can see, there are a couple screws here. Actually, I need to tighten that one back up. That's a lack of maintenance on my part. But these here give you adjustability in the foot strap. So you can actually move this spring from here, which is in the first one now. You can move it over to here. So you have actually 3 points of adjustability with this strap. Now, I did not need any of that. Right out of the box, put these things on, perfect fit, didn't need to adjust anything. Some people may need to do that. I have not talked to anybody yet that has had to do that, but you never know. And it is there in case you do need it. Maybe you have a weird shaped foot, I don't know. Now, these fins are positively buoyant. I believe that's a pro for these, especially if you do a lot of boat diving. As you know, you get up on the ladder, you're taking your fin off. Whoops, drop my fin. These things aren't going to sink. You're not going to have to go back down and get them. You're not going to have to quickly reach down in there. These things will float right back up to you. Grab it, hand it up to the boat captain, good to go. The other thing, and probably the most important thing in my mind right now, is the price point of these fins. At $110 a piece, as I said, if you remember, my atomic split fins with the spring strap that I had to buy extra was about $279. These are $110, spring steel strap all in one, right to your door, good to go. You cannot beat that for the money, and they've held up well. I've got not a lot of dives on them so far, as I am relatively a new diver, for those of you that follow ScubaWithTurk.com. I have 20 dives total, and of those 20 dives, 15 of those dives, have been with this fin. I absolutely love these fins. I'm hard pressed to find any negatives when it comes to this. So the next part is going to be me being a little bit picky, where we come back to these springs and the screws here, the maintenance. Because it's so comfortable, you have a tendency to forget that these are here. That fits so good, I don't need to do anything about it. It's kind of set it and forget it kind of thing. You see this is loose. I do need to screw that down, just in case you don't lose them. If I lost this one, it wouldn't matter to me because I'm only using this first one. But, maintenance, you want to keep an eye on these. So that's kind of a negative, that you have to kind of keep an eye on these. But again, I'm being quite picky. The other part of this is the draining of the foot pocket. Again, very picky, but if you see here, these are the ports which allow water to come through, give you a little bit more power, make it not so stressful on your legs when you're frog kicking. But there are only 2 drain ports here for the foot pocket. Now, you can tilt the thing upside down, not a problem. But if you're sitting there and you've got it like this and you're washing out your fin, to drain it, it takes forever. So, yeah, it's picky, but it's a negative in my mind. They're also a little bit floppy at the tips here. Overall, the stiffness in this section is quite good. The floppiness here, now if you're using a scissor style kick, that's where the floppiness can become a little bit of a negative, because it takes a little bit to get your kick cycle down properly. If not, the floppiness there kind of tends you to adjust your kick cycle, and you're just not kicking efficiently at that point in time. So I just recommend you don't do the scissor kick. Just do the frog kick or a modified flutter, which is perfect. I use that quite a bit in these when we're in shallower waters. These things are great for protecting the reef. You can use the frog kick or the modified flutter kick, like I said. Conservation is a big part of what I want in my diving. I want to make sure that I'm never hurting anything that's in the ocean, because that's where I like to spend my time. They are unforgiving. I did not notice that until I came out here to the United Arab Emirates, where I'm currently located. Back in California, we do a lot of shore dives. In Laguna, you can have to do some surface swims to get down before you descend. And the split fins, not a problem. I could swim all day long on the surface with those. These, not so much. My legs tend to cramp up on them. I get tired relatively quickly. But then again, with the diving I'm doing out here, there aren't any long surface swims. So if you need to do a surface swim, rather than do that, why don't you just descend, go ahead and frog kick your way to where you want to go, and then come back up. So yeah, like I said, I'm being a little bit picky with it, but I would be remiss if I did not at least mention a little bit of the negatives on these. Overall, if you're looking for a fin, you're in the market for something new, and you don't have a very big budget, these fins are absolutely worth the money at $110. Like I said, you can't go wrong with them. They're the most comfortable fin you will ever put on your foot. I would almost guarantee that. Now, I'm not going to buy you fins if you don't like them, but I would, like I said, I guarantee that you put these things on and it's like putting on your most favorite pair of slippers. So that's my review of the Deep 6 Expedition Dive Gear Deep 6 Eddy fin. For more, you can check out deep6gear.com and ScubaWithTurk.com. Thanks.